Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about an introduction to Tunisian crochet, and then the next video I make I will do a tutorial on how to start your Tunisian crochet simple square, because the fabric of that simple stitch is just beautiful in its own right. So today we'll talk about what Tunisian crochet is, and tomorrow we'll get hands-on and right into it, okay? Tunisian crochet is a type of needlework that was once called Afghan crochet. They used to call the needles Afghan needles. It was also called shepherd's knitting, railroad knitting, or crow hooking. The term Afghan crochet and shepherd's knitting conjures up an image that Tunisian crochet was made a very long time ago to serve a good purpose, to keep the people warm in the night, because in the desert it gets very cold, and especially for the shepherds, you know, out with their flocks. It does create quite a thick fabric, so it all kind of makes sense. For me, Tunisian crochet is a fusion between knitting and crochet, and I can't explain to you how much I so enjoy the motion of doing it. It's really quite relaxing, and I do not know why I don't do more of it. Basically, you use a long hook, and you can get crow hooks that are probably this long, but I found them difficult to use just in the motion of having a hook that was so long. So nowadays we tend to have the smaller hook that has a cord attached with a stopper so you don't lose your work. Now, these are the beautiful Amore hooks that I got from Knit Pro, and yes, they're lovely to work with. They're so smooth. And they have a big array, as well as getting a pin that you can use for your shawl. They feel just lovely. But you know what? You do not have to spend hundreds of dollars, because I am quite happy with my $11 purchase from eBay. Now, these ones are made from bamboo, so a different type of timber, of course, and that does have a smoother lacquer on the outside, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with these. They slide along nicely as well. They have a plastic cord and a bead at the end as your stopper. So my only fear is that in time this plastic will deteriorate and the little timber bottom will go through and poke a hole, but maybe hubby could fix that for me. What I do like about these is they're a little bit lighter than the more expensive ones, and I just find them a-okay. Now, the difference with Tunisian crochet is you do 2 passes to make 1 row. So the first pass, when you're picking up stitches, you're moving your hook from right to left, picking up stitches as you go, and then you move it from left to right, and this time we're picking up a loop, pulling it off and moving backwards, picking it up, pulling it off, picking it up, pulling off, kind of like knitting. So you do get a little bit of crochet and knit feeling within that 1 row. I have a book here which is a really good one for beginners, Tunisian Crochet Workshop. It gives you, how can I do this? It gives you lots of information to start with, colour theory, and then it goes to some simple stitches, some of the more basic stitches, but it does move on and give you a few stitches beyond the basics. And there are lots of patterns in this book that you can try as well. Now, I got this book because I wanted to make a particular pattern that was right at the very end. Here we are. It's this blanket. Okay, I had my heart set on doing that. It's just called blanket. So I'll show you what I've done so far. This much. Now that's about 5 years worth, and I do love it. I love it to death. I love the colours, I love the patterns, but you know what? For my silly nerve pain arms, I was not able to continue because of the thickness of the weight of the cotton and the fact that the cotton didn't stretch. It was causing me all sorts of dramas. So, geez, I'd wish it if someone would love to buy from me all the yarn that I have for this and to finish creating this blanket. I might try that out as an option on Marketplace. I don't know. But I love this one. I think it looks fantastic and would be really, really great once done. I'm going to show you a few other things. I had big plans on making my daughter a Tunisian crochet blanket, but out of squares. So, in no particular order, I'll show you these gorgeous squares. And I'll tell you also why I had a problem. I love the patterns, but what I found was some of the patterns would stretch one way, some of the patterns would stretch the other way, some of the patterns didn't actually stretch at all. And I was also finding it difficult to get the squares to be the same size. So I had to abort mission on that one. Isabel was really upset, and I understand because we both love the look of the Tunisian crochet. But doing it in squares just did not work out for me well at all. On one of our caravan trips, I took with me some yarn that I had dyed from Botanics. So this yarn is made from tea leaves. This is avocado. What have we got further down here? This one would have been avocado with some iron in it, or rust. I can't remember. but I have a few different, here we are. We've got avocado with a different mordant, all again, making it more green. I just can't remember what the mordants were. I'm so sorry about that. Look, I love this colour. I love this combination. Anyways, and I decided I would crochet myself a wrap in Tunisian crochet. And this is what I came up with. I actually love it. But you know what? Of course I don't know what the stitches are. I just picked a stitch from random because I'd love to be able to tell you so that you can make one of your own. It's really, really beautiful. And it was perfect to be able to be like a blanket and throw it around myself in the cold area, which is the inland of Australia. So that's my experience with Tunisian crochet. Now, if you're a beginner and you're just learning about Tunisian crochet, there is a lady on YouTube who I've known for quite some time, and she taught me Tunisian crochet. Now, she doesn't just teach Tunisian crochet, she teaches you oh so much more. So if you could go to Beatrix Snyman on YouTube and watch her videos, you will come out so much further ahead than trying just to pick up how to do Tunisian crochet. It's the information that she gives you behind the scenes that is really, really helpful. Tips and tricks for keeping your work neat, because at each end there is a challenge that needs to be overcome, especially the right hand. You end up with a larger loop than you do on the left, and she teaches us how to eliminate those things. Just trust me. Go and watch her, say hi, tell her I sent you, because she is a wealth of information and it would be just so helpful for your Tunisian journey. I'll pop her YouTube account picture up on here so you can find her, and I'll write her name in the description box below. But go and watch her videos, then come back and we can do our Tunisian crochet together. Then we'll all be up to speed and each of us will understand what's going on. Okay? Thanks for being with me today again. As usual, I thoroughly enjoy making these videos, and I even more enjoy seeing the excitement that they bring for you. So let's take ourselves down a little Tunisian pathway and see where we go. You just never know, do you? Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Bye for now.